We then analyzed what was missing. Well, my purse.
Of course.
His bag was gone. His sweatshirt was gone. But, and this is a direct quote from Matt, bless their souls, they left the vodka.
Hi, welcome back to Louder Than Ever. I'm Mary.
I'm Haley.
And we are two Gemini Ravenclaws who've learned practically nothing at all through the course of our lives and have literally nothing else in common.
Oh boy.
Hoo boy, but today we're going to share with you the 10 things that we have learned in our life.
Just 10.
Just 10, 5 each, that's it. That's all we got time for with our new 30-minute format. So, I'm just going to get it started.
Great.
Life lessons with Louder Than Ever. Has a nice ring to it. And so anyway, first of all, don't rely solely on technology. No, that's not the answer. I just lost my list.
Oh.
Okay, so my first thing, I have a story. I have a story about how I have been on a diet, and so I've been eating less foods, and I buy lunch at work, and I put half of it in the refrigerator, and I eat it the next day. Mm-hmm. And this portion control has really been the only way that I can do anything, because I just can't change myself to someone who enjoys quinoa.
Wait, I actually tried quinoa chips today, and they're awesome.
What?
Yeah, it's like they made chips out of quinoa, and look, quinoa is not bad.
Skepticism.
You can get them at Aldi.
Okay, free shout out for Aldi. Anyway, I am not the kind of person that enjoys quinoa chips, and so I've just been portion controlling it. And I had a cheeseburger that I had half of, and I put the rest in the refrigerator for the next day. And the following day, I put it in the microwave, and I heated it up, and I got back to my desk and took a big old bite and got a huge, hot pickle in my mouth.
Oh.
My life lesson is always check the cheeseburger for pickles before you put it in the microwave, because hot pickles basically belong in the third circle of hell.
Yeah.
It was the most disgusting thing that I have had in a long time. And I took the rest of the pickles off. Just the smell of the hot pickle as I was peeling it off the bun. The indent that the hot pickle had made in my bun. The hot dill juice that had been impregnating my bun. For the entire... Just always check your burger, because hot pickles are gross.
Wait. I agreed with you until I remembered that deep fried pickles are a thing. And they're delicious.
Well, maybe deep fried pickles are good, but reheated hot pickle... Microwaved hot pickle is not good. The lesson is always check your burger before microwaving it, so I don't really see how deep fried pickles apply.
Okay, I guess it was.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Was check your cheeseburger. Don't microwave the pickles.
Don't.
Go ahead and deep fry them if you want. Shit, deep fry anything you want, pretty much. And I'm fine with it. But don't microwave pickles.
No.
Not a good idea.
They're not.
Life lesson number 1. All right.
My first life lesson is very important. I feel like I may have shared this on the podcast before, but it's really important.
Okay.
Do not mix breakfast cereals. Do not.
Yes, we have talked about this before.
Vomit in Technicolor.
Right, but it bears repeating, because Technicolor vomit is definitely not something that you ever want to deal with in life.
No.
So don't mix cereals.
No,
don't do it.
My dad, bless his soul, but he gave me Fruity Pebbles and Fruit Loops, or maybe it was...
I'm getting such deja vu because you didn't remember what cereals it was the last time we talked about this either.
Fruit Loops was definitely one of them, but now I'm wondering if the other one was Trix and not Fruity Pebbles. They were both definitely fruity, rainbow-colored cereals. Mm-hmm. They don't go together. Don't do it.
Don't mix them. Really, you shouldn't be eating those anyway if you're over the age of, 8.
Truth.
Because,
but I wasn't at the time.
True. But I don't give those to my... I tried not giving them to my kids, and then Tuna bought Captain Crunch with berries in it.
Oh, no.
And then Noodle fell in love with Captain Crunch, but only the berries. She would only eat the berries out of it. So then I went to the grocery store one day and found the Oops All Berries So now that's all that she'll eat. It was a mistake ever giving her that.
The berries are the only good part. The little yellow parts are gross.
They sell it just plain yellow ones, and Captain Crunch, that's one of my favorite.
Oh, we have nothing in common.
I know.
Captain Crunch is really just a huge mistake as a cereal, though.
Yeah, it's
because
really
you
not.
have to eat it at just the right time. Otherwise, if you eat it too soon, it's going to slice the fuck out of your mouth.
What are you talking about too soon?
When it's sitting... Oh, that's right. You don't eat your cereal with milk.
Oh, you're talking about milk. Oh, no.
You're just... I can't even.
No milk in the cereal. No.
If you eat it too soon, before, like, the milk has slightly penetrated, you're gonna slice the F out of the roof of your mouth because it's sharp fucking cereal. And if you wait even just a millisecond too long, it's mush. The whole thing just turns to mush.
This is why I don't like
and then
milk
it coats,
in my cereal.
It coats your entire mouth in, like, it's sugar film, and it's gross. Captain Crunch is just terrible. That's my real life lesson, actually. I take back the don't mix
Don't
cereals.
mix cereals.
Don't eat Captain Crunch. Ever.
Well, gee.
Yeah.
Okay. So, here's another. This is just a good tip in general, and a lot of you who know me will know that this is one of the life lessons that I follow to the T. But go to the thrift stores. Buy things at the thrift stores. You are, like, I know I used to be like this too, where I'd be, oh, I can't wear used clothing. I can't wear used shoes. I can't. Ew.
I can't. Ew.
Everything needs to be new. You're wrong. In fact, the quality of a lot of items produced 30 years ago vastly outstrips today's manufacturing processes, and they're still around, and they're really cheap, and they're selling them at the thrift store. So,
Truth.
In conclusion, you need to go to the thrift store before you go to the Target.
Before you go anywhere.
Really. Because I've gotten some of the most beautiful coats. I've found beautiful brand name shoes, coats, purses, toys. I mean, American Girl dolls out the waz. Just hanging around at the thrift store. I just found a great doll last night. I'm going to sell on eBay for like $80, and I paid, $18. There's a lot to go to the thrift stores.
Okay.
Santa shops there. Truth.
At least when he's coming to this house, he does.
Santa is all about deals.
I love that.
Yeah.
I used to go occasionally to the thrift stores with my grandpa, and I always thought that it was, like, a fun thing to do, but I definitely was never, like, the type to buy clothes or anything there. But you've slightly converted me.
Yeah.
I did start buying, like, kitchen things there, because I'm like, why do I have to go spend $5 at Target when it's, like, 50 cents at the thrift store?
Truth. I found you a sweater there, too, one time.
Yeah.
Torrid sweater.
Yeah, I like that sweater.
And I was like, you know what? This looks like a Haley thing.
Yep.
But you can find all kinds of great stuff. Really, really. So get the stick out your butt and get to your local thrift store and see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And just know that you can't necessarily be like, I need X item today. And find it at your thrift store. You have to keep a more open mind.
You do.
But I have gone to thrifts that looking like I need to find this item, and after visiting, a small handful of stores, I have located what I wanted.
Yeah.
And also other things. And donate to the thrift stores, and they'll give you coupons off their already incredibly low prices.
Winning.
Go to the thrift store and use coupons.
I literally have 3 bags of clothes that I need to bring to the thrift store, and I keep forgetting.
Yeah, and
but I'm going to do it,
get
and then
that
you
coupon.
can have my coupons.
Yeah, I'm like, get the coupon. I want the coupon. Get me the coupon.
Life lesson, give Mary the coupon.
Give Mary the coupon. If you don't want the coupon.
Don't throw it away.
Oh, I got to shout out to Jim, because Jim has the best idea in the whole world.
Jim!
Jim takes free stuff from garage sales and then donates it for coupons.
Jim.
Don't Jim. Jim's doing everyone.
No, that was there. That was a I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I guess I can see how the tone
sounded a little
like
judgy.
Like judgy. No. I was like, Jim.
Yeah, Jim knows what's up. Jim, I've done that now. Totally gonna cop to it. I've totally taken free stuff and donated it and gotten a coupon. So, yeah.
Jim knows what's up.
Go to the thrift stores.
You go, Jim.
Yeah.
My next life lesson is pay attention in school.
Uh-huh.
So here's the thing. Like, not everything you learn in school is actually that important.
Sure.
I will give you that. I do not use algebra on a regular basis.
No.
At all. So,
you're not going to have a calculator with you everywhere you go. Complete lies, but repeated to me many times when I was at grade school.
It's literally on
my phone. Can pull it up right now. You
So
have lied.
You have lied.
They lied.
But you still need to get through school. And I learned this the hard way my senior year when I had to make up like 3 of my junior year classes because I literally thought nothing mattered and who cares if I fail. No, you have to take and pass those classes if you want to graduate and therefore do anything in life, because guess what, kids? You can't even get a job at Walmart without a high school diploma.
No, they don't even want to talk to you.
So
McDonald's won't hire you.
Freaking just pay attention, learn the things, pass the test, and then you can purge it from your memory once you've graduated.
You really don't need it.
You don't.
You really don't.
But you need to pass school.
Yeah.
So
You do.
Just,
you need
just
a degree.
please do it.
That's truth.
Also, like, it's really not very much fun to be a senior and sitting in a class full of juniors.
Yeah, it's a little embarrassing. A little humiliating.
Embarrassing. Little just not fun. So
Sure.
Don't do it to yourself. Don't be like me, kids.
All
Learn
right.
from my life lesson.
Go to school.
Oh, seriously. Just
Well, on to things that are much more important than graduating school. If you, ladies, this is for the ladies.
Ladies.
This is for the ladies. Ladies, when you're shaving your legs,
Yes.
I always used to clip my ankle with my razor, and I would get little cuts from setting it down.
That happens.
And I was sitting talking to my friend and her husband one day, and I was explaining, like, I have all these little scars along my ankle from cutting it. And he goes, well, why don't you just turn your razor sideways and go around the bottom of your foot sideways then? A man solved my ankle biter problem. Turn your razor sideways and go around. I mean, really, though. Did you already do this?
I did, yeah.
Okay, well, I did it until a man told me how. So I thought I better just get that out there, because you don't actually need to go against the grain all the time. Like, it might take an extra swipe, but you will get it off over your ankle bone and stuff, and then you will no longer have those little cuts where your ankle, like, crunches.
Yeah, and those
skin folds. They do. And
they
then they don't
real
stop
bad.
bleeding for a while either. Yeah, because it's all the way down there. So turn your razor sideways. I was thinking about what I was going to share this morning as I was shaving my legs, and I turned it sideways, and I was like, oh yeah, I can share that.
Pro tip.
Turn your razor sideways.
How many years had you been shaving your legs on your own?
Oh my gosh, this was only
this?
this was only like 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years
What?
ago. Yeah, this is when I finally figured it out. No, I had been cutting my...
Oh.
She's looking at me like, you poor thing.
I feel so bad for your poor ankles.
They are. I do too. There's scars. I have scars.
Actual scars.
I do. I have scars from how many times I cut myself. And I always tried to be so careful, and I've always used, like, shaving cream and, like... And I never thought to turn it sideways.
Oh, no.
So... She's like... You poor little lamb.
I feel so bad for your ankles.
Well, so do I. So I'm sharing this with all of you. Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
My third one. Don't trust clowns. Just don't.
They're skeptic. I agree. The sketch all around.
Not a single clown in all of the world is to be trusted.
Because really, even like the quote unquote good clowns are like creepy dudes who like to put on makeup.
Yeah, like you choose to spend your time like that?
With all of that?
I like makeup, but damn.
Well,
no.
clowns don't really even have any like super great skills. They don't have like great magic tricks.
No. Some of them can do magic. Some of them can like juggle or do like balloon animals.
That's true. Balloon animals I've seen.
But you can do all those things and not be a clown.
That's true. You could just like dress normally and do those things, and it would still be impressive.
It would.
You don't need the makeup and the creepy clothing.
Or the huge shoes. What is it with the shoes? I don't understand why they need such big shoes.
It doesn't make sense. They don't have large feet.
No.
They're
How
normal
can you
men.
even walk in them? Why?
Why?
Why are they things? But why the noses? Why
the noses, the makeup, the eyes, the weird hair. Why do there need to be so many of you in the car? Why? Why?
What? How does that even happen?
Why are there so many of you in any vehicle?
Just-
How is it safe? It's not.
It's not.
And,
somebody's gonna get hurt.
Right, and they just walk around with, like, balls and squirting the water that squirts out of the flower.
That's so rude.
Oh, stop it. Just stop it. Nobody likes you. You're being rude. Just stop it with the clowns.
Don't be a clown.
Don't be a clown.
Is my real
Yeah, really.
life
Don't
lesson.
trust clowns, but also...
Don't fucking be a clown.
Don't be a clown.
Just don't.
Stop it. Stop it with the clowns, all the clowns. No to the clowns. Okay.
Yep.
Don't use boxed hair dye. Do not stand in the aisle at the grocery store and go, wow, she looks pretty. Yeah, you know why she looks pretty? Because she did not use the box dye. That picture on the cover, she has not used the box dye. I guarantee you.
Legally speaking, they only have to color one strand of hair with the product in order to use
the
image.
photo?
Yep.
Exactly. She is not wearing that hair color.
Yep.
She has had it professionally highlighted and
She
whatever.
sure has.
That is not what it looks like when you put it on your hair.
Nope.
Do not believe the lies about how it's going to condition your hair. Okay? It will not.
No.
Do not use the box dyes. Just don't do it. Resist the temptation. Go to a professional. You are worth it.
Oh, that's a good life lesson.
Yeah.
I'm really proud that that's your lesson and kind of disappointed in me that I didn't think of it.
Yeah, you didn't think of that, but
No.
I did. Don't use the boxed hair dye. It's a
Don't.
bad decision. Yeah, you think you're saving money. You're not saving money. You're going to have to go pay someone to fix that. Or walk around looking like a total idiot, and I'm sorry, but that costs. It costs you to look like a total idiot.
It does. When your hair's green and you didn't intend it to be green,
Problems. Yeah, and you're never going to be blonde like her, neither.
Ugh. Box hair color is never, ever, ever going to make you blonde.
No,
It could give you black hair if you really want your hair to be jet black. That's achievable. But you're going to have a hell of a time getting it out.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And also, it's going to destroy your hair in the process.
Oh, so much.
So much so. So much, guys. I wouldn't recommend it.
Just don't do it to yourself.
Please don't.
It's so bad.
It's terrible. And you will regret it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
You'll regret it so much. My next one is don't drive tired.
Okay. Agreed.
Ever.
Bad decision.
Driving drunk is also a really bad thing. Never, ever, ever do that.
But everybody knows not to drive drunk. I feel like it's against the law. And
right.
And there's commercials.
That's
so
true.
we know not to drive drunk.
Right.
But not everybody thinks about this one.
Exactly. It's just as dangerous to drive tired as it is to drive drunk. Your head starts bobbing, your eyes get heavy, you're not paying attention to what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing you know, you nod off, and your car is going into that brick retaining wall.
Ouch.
Not fun.
Ain't gonna feel good.
No. Lots of damage to the car, if not you.
Yeah, you'll be lucky if the only thing that's totaled is your car.
Seriously.
Because really, it's also gonna total your life and your self-esteem.
Right.
Suggestion, don't drive tired.
I did drive tired, and I did go into the brick retaining wall.
She did.
And
It was bad.
miraculously, I lived. My car also lived, but went through a lot of reconstructive surgery.
Oh, the car was a code blue there for a little
The
bit.
car was a major code blue. Just don't do it. Also, don't, in relation to this, don't, overwork yourself. Don't do a full-time job and full-time school at the same time if you don't have to. Because you're going to get really fucking tired, and then you have to drive somewhere, and then you're driving tired.
This applies to being a parent, too. You don't need to, parent and go to school and work full-time and work a second job and be a perfect, mom. It's just...
No.
Cut yourself some slack and make realistic schedules and goals for yourself.
Take a nap when your kid takes a nap.
I did that just today.
Yeah.
Literally today I took a nap. 2 o'clock. I was like,
I did
see you
too.
later, Tuna.
Yeah.
I need to lay down for a little bit.
Just a little snooze.
Yeah,
Just
it doesn't have to be some 3-hour extravaganza.
No.
Give yourself 30 minutes.
30 minutes is actually, I think what they say a perfect nap is.
Yeah, it's really quite nice. You just lay there and you sort of just drift off and set an alarm on your phone and then just get up.
Great.
But don't drive tired.
No.
Don't do it.
So
I
bad.
agree that it's terrible.
Yes.
Okay, so my last life lesson that I want to impart is really kind of important to me.
Okay.
And so that's why I left it for last.
Pay attention,
Pay
peeps.
attention and listen here, okay? don't waste your time caring about what other people think of you.
Ooh, truth.
Okay? I have anxiety, and so for a long time, I spent a lot of time worrying about what people thought about what I said and what I did and how I dressed and whether I was wearing makeup or not when I went. I couldn't even go to the grocery store without putting makeup on because I was so worried that someone would look at me and think something disparaging and bad. And to be frank, I've learned, and it took me a long time to get here, but I've learned that if they're looking at you, they get what they get. If they want to stare at your butt, they're going to see it jiggle. They get what they get. Okay? They're going to look at your face and be like, wow, she's got big pores. Why are you staring at my face? You get what you get.
Also, you've got big pores, too.
Yeah, right? Nobody's perfect. Nobody looks like the magazines, and it applies more than to just what you wear. It applies to, if you feel good about what you're doing and you feel good about how you present yourself, then that is what matters. And you don't need to waste time caring about what other people think of you.
Preach.
Yeah. So I know that's a little more serious than check your burger for hot pickles. But
just as important.
Just as important to really know that it gets better and you don't need to worry about what some stranger thinks of your outfit or
seriously.
What kind of boots or purse you have or whatever. None of that matters. What matters is what you do with yourself and how you treat other people and who you are.
Yeah. Be a good person.
Yeah. Be a good person, not a good looking person. Well, you can be both, but you know what I mean. You can be both, but if you're gonna be only one, be the good person.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good looking people are good too. I'm incredibly good looking and a great person, so I know for a fact that it's possible. Yeah, I can't even keep a straight face there.
I love it.
But yeah, don't care what other people think.
That's a good one.
Wear the boots. Wear the leggings.
Yeah.
And just do you. Do you, and if they're going to stare, they get what they get.
You do you, boo-boo.
Right?
You do you. Boo-boo.
Yeah, that was my best life lesson.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a very important one.
It is.
You ended on a really important one, and I'm going to end on I think it's important.
Okay, well, that's fine.
I also have a fun story to share with this one.
Good.
It came up on my time hop yesterday.
Okay,
and
love time hop. Always check your time hop.
Seriously. I'm on day 223 because I'm religious about checking my time hop. For things like this, because I forgot this even happened.
That's why I love social media and Facebook. It's like my scrapbook. I have all my pictures I don't have, and
totally is.
What happened to me, I don't remember any of that, but
no.
Not only do I get to see what I did, but I also get to see what my friends had to say about what I did 4 years ago. Yeah. It's pretty fun.
Oh, man.
Pretty fun.
Sometimes it's not so much
Sometimes
fun.
I'm like, oh, man, that person. Oh, that person's a piece of work. But not usually.
I hate when the ones come up from 9 years ago, and I'm like, oh my god, why would I ever post that online? What was I thinking?
Mine came up 8 years ago today. Please check my MySpace. I'm not on Facebook anymore.
No.
Yes. I thought MySpace was where everything was going.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, so yours came up, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Side note. So don't post everything on social media.
That's a good lesson right there.
That's my side note.
Side note,
Life
before
lesson.
we get started.
Real important. Just think. Take the time to really think.
Who's going to read this?
And also, do you want to go back 9 years later and see that you posted this?
Probably not.
Jinx.
All right.
My real last one is don't leave things in your car. By things, I mean important things.
Yeah.
Like a purse, for example. So
purse?
Yeah. 9 years ago, my friend Matt and I, who you may remember from the Big Gay episode.
Yay, that was so long ago.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it really was so long ago.
It really was a while ago.
We were going to the Gay 90s in Minneapolis.
Great gay bar.
It's really, it's
vodka Red Bull there. They give you a can of Red Bull and a glass of vodka.
They're on top of it.
They know what's going on.
Yes.
Shout out, Gay 90s. You can be a sponsor. Tweet us.
Oh, yeah. Seriously, guys, tweet us.
Tweet us.
You can definitely sponsor us. But anyway, so we were there. I drove. At the time, I was 19, and
Okay.
he was 18, and we had a contraband bottle of vodka.
Living on the edge.
Oh, yes. We also, as I recall, stopped at the gas station to retrieve bottles of orange juice and Mountain Dew for mixers.
Oh, good.
So we could drink before we went into the club. This is the plan. Don't just do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah,
kids.
please.
Seriously, do not do as I do.
Don't do, no.
But we didn't drink while driving, obviously. We parked in the parking lot, had our several drinks, and then went into the club.
Yeah.
And we, when you're going to the club and you're gonna, dance and have fun, you don't want to have your purse and things with you. So I left them in the car.
Because people will steal them, too. Grab them right off you while you're not paying attention.
That's true.
Yeah. So.
Well, either way, I was bound to lose my purse this night because I left it in the car.
Mm-hmm.
I took my ID and cash, and that was it.
Good.
So we came back out, and Matt and I still to this day randomly will kind of like think of this, and he loves to reenact it. Because we were both still rather tipsy when we came out from the club. He went around to the passenger side of the car and said, "Haley, your car got broken into," and me in like my still slightly drunken stupor went, "No, it didn't." And then I still have a memory of him taking his hand and sticking it through the broken car window and going, "Yes, it did." Yes, it did.
Oh my god.
So our plans to sit in the car and listen to music and sober up for an hour or two or four were quickly dampened.
Oh my gosh.
We then analyzed what was missing. Well, my purse.
Of course.
Which contained my brand new digital camera.
Back when a digital camera was like a big deal, guys. Yeah. Now it's not that big of a deal, but back then it was a big deal, yeah.
It was pink and it was cute. It had all my photos.
That weren't backed up on a cloud because clouds weren't a thing yet.
The cloud was not a thing. So that was all gone.
So brutal.
His bag with his really expensive pair of shears in it was gone. His sweatshirt was gone. And this is a direct quote from Matt, "Bless their souls, they left the vodka." They took all this stuff, then the huge bottle of vodka that we'd barely put a dent in because we're two people was just sitting there on the floor of the back seat, untouched. And my first panic-stricken thought was, "Matt, throw away the vodka." So he took it, literally chugged half of it, and then threw it in a trash can down the block.
Oh, a homeless guy was super happy to find that.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. But I was like, we're minors. I can't call the cops and tell them that my car got broken into if we have vodka. So I made him throw away the vodka, and then like magic, a police officer appeared, and I was just like, "Officer, my car got broken into," and he's like, "Okay, well, that sucks." I was like, "What are you going to do about it?" He's like, "Well, I can make a report, I guess." He was like the most unhelpful police officer. He was like,
"This
ever.
is not what I signed up for.
No.
I'm in this city. Yeah, I need serious business. Not your stupid purse stealing story."
Like, "Oh, you're okay though? All right, well, bye." So and this was January, obviously, because it came up on my time hop the other day. So I took a sweatshirt or a jacket or something and moved the glass out of the passenger seat and drove home.
Oh my god!
Matt was sitting on glass.
Oh, good. It's fine.
With the cold January air bursting in his face the whole drive. So, guys, don't leave things in your car, especially when you're going downtown at night, when your car is highly likely to get broken into, when people can clearly see that you've got stuff. Just sitting there for the taking.
Just going. I had my car broken into once, and it was because I left the case that held the face to my stereo.
Yeah.
Not the face itself. I always took the face off and put it in my purse when I went inside for the night because I kind of lived in a sketch area. But I left the case for it on the floor, and so the thief thought that it was in there.
Yep.
And they broke in and found that it wasn't there. And then they took a board game out of my trunk, Life, the game of life.
Well, they had to get something.
Yeah. But then they left it in the entryway of the apartment building like 2 days later. It was really weird. It showed up later. I was like, oh, so you live here.
This game wasn't even fun.
Yeah,
here,
right.
Bitch.
They were like, you stupid bee, and your not incomplete game. So, agreed. Don't leave anything of value out in sight.
Don't.
Because they will take your stuff with you.
Yeah.
People break into your car.
You might get a funny story out of it, but that's it.
That's it. And it won't really be funny at the time. It'll only be funny after many years have passed.
Also, your dad's going to be really mad at you when he wakes up the next day to find a note that just says, Dad, my car got broken into.
Yeah. On that note.
Dad, I'm really sorry for all the things I put you through.
Respect your parents and appreciate them.
That's how we have to end
this. That's it.
Love your parents. Respect them, appreciate them.
Speaking of parents, we're going to have some really special guests next week.
Speaking of, I wonder who they are.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to wait and see.
Come back next week.
You have to come back next week. So tweet us what life lesson did we miss? It was super important.
Yeah.
Tell us what we missed. Tell us your life lesson that you want to share with the Louder Than Ever podcast community of listeners.
Yeah, because this is literally all we've learned in life.
This is it. This is the 10 lessons, so we need more. So tweet us. Leave a review on our iTunes, guys. Yeah. 5-star review and tell us what your best life lesson is.
That'd be real nice.
Which episode you like the most or something. Or email us at louderthaneverpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, tell us which of our life lessons is going to change your life.
Yes, tell us what we've enlightened you. Was it the hot pickles?
Was it the clowns? I think
was
it was the clowns.
My last one about not giving an ish what anyone says or thinks? Doing what you want.
Or respecting your parents.
Yeah, well, that's important too. So just let us know. Email us, tweet us, like us, comment on our Facebook page, Instagram, at LTE Podcast. Wait, is that... Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I was trying to do all the stuff.
It was, like, wait. No, Twitter and Instagram at LTE Podcast.
And yeah, we are really loving this year so far and great things to come. And keep up the good work listening and see you next week.
We won't see them.
Yes.
You were doing so good.
Oh, I was trying to irritate you. I literally thought, I forgot see you next week.
You're so rude.
I haven't pulled that out in a little bit, so.
We did go through a couple episodes without it.
Okay, well, anyway, so have a great week, and
bye.
We'll be coming at your eardrums next time. Coming at your eardrums. I like that, too. Coming at your earlobes. Coming down your ear pipes. I don't know. Coming down the ear tunnels. Coming down your ear chasms. There we go, ear chasms. That sounds like something else entirely. Giving you an eargasm. Yeah, eargasms. I like that. I'm sure someone's already said that, but Louder Than Ever gives you eargasms.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, yeah. Bye. Stop before I embarrass myself.